And great stuff, great attitude. Give it up for Jack Spear. Come on down. Yes. Clean up in aisle 3. Clean up in aisle 3. Yeah, it's your time. It's your time to shine. It's your time to shine.
Okay, oh, you guys back here. Wait a minute, can you spin around here? Hello. Hey, how are you guys doing tonight?
All right.
Oh, okay, so a little more pandering. Let's give it up for Devin and Tom.
Yeah.
So apparently it's wife blasting time tonight, and I wanted to, when my wife was younger, she was totally a fox. And I told her one time, you are sitting on a gold mine. You should go out and make some money with that thing. So she goes over to Doggy Diner down in Oakland. If you're from the Bay Area, you know Doggy Diner was a famous hot dog place. And she's out for the whole night. She comes back with $1.50. And I said, who gave you the $1.50? She says, everyone. Sorry. But anyway, I am Jack Spear, and as you know, I'm on my world tour. I have, so far, as you know, I've been to a lot of places, but since I was here last time, I went to a gemologist show and found out the whole audience was stoned during my act. I did a show a couple weeks ago at a building demolition expo, and apparently my whole act imploded. And as you know, you've seen me before, my best one was the doggy daycare that I did. I tell you what, I left those howling at the doggy daycare. These will catch up with you later. You know, I was sitting there thinking about Raison, and he looks like the afterbirth of the 80s and that movie, what was it? I lost it. I'm sorry. Caddyshack, thank you, yeah, let me start that over. So I think about Raison, and I think of him as the afterbirth of the 80s and the Caddyshack movie. You'll get that one later too. I come from a large family. Anybody else come from a large family here? There's 6 kids in my family. I'm not saying that my mom didn't like us, but she referred to us as All My Mistakes, the soap opera. It was kind of like a Little House on the Prairie, with some changes to it. For example, you know how Little House on the Prairie, they were all loving and everything, and at nighttime you'd hear them say, "Good night, John boy. Good night, Grandpa boy." Well, at my house, my mother would yell from the back room, "Get the fuck to sleep or I'm going to come in there and beat you up." I'm not saying that she was really mean, but at some point, until I was 10 years old, I thought my name was Little Bastard. It was caused a lot of trauma in my life. As kids, you guys remember these things, Tonka trucks? Yeah, remember Tonka trucks? You remember the Red Ryder BB guns? How about the little green army men? Remember those? All these toys that they don't have now? How about Mr. Potato Head? You guys remember Mr. Potato Head? Oh, he was cool. I love Mr. Potato Head. My sister had a Mrs. Potato Head, and she would play with hers all day, and I'd play with mine all day. One day my mom says, "You guys really need to put those things away." So we did. We stuck them in a little toy box, went back to get them a couple days later, and there was a bunch of little spuds in there with them. I don't know how that happened, but there were. At some point during my growing up, she threw all my toys away, and I was really disappointed. And then later in life, I told her that if she hadn't thrown all those valuable, very, very collectible toys away, that she would have been in a much better rest home for the rest of her life. She didn't like that very much. Had a rough childhood. My mom was, well, actually it turned out that she taught me more than she realized. And I wanted to go tell you some of the things that she taught me about. My mom taught me about religion. She said, "You better pray I don't find out what you did." She taught me about stamina. "You sit there till you finish that broccoli," she'd say. My mom taught me about contortionism. "Will you look at the dirt on the back of your neck?" She taught me about family unity. "You're all going to get a beating." She taught me about anticipation. If I have to come in there. My mom taught me about equality. "You're all grounded," meaning all 6 of us. She taught me about the value of education. "Don't get smart with me," she'd say. She taught me about perseverance. If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. I'm sure some of you people have heard these things. Your parents were probably good teachers too. My mom taught me about logic. If you can't be nice, don't be nice at all. You guys will laugh at these later on. Tyler will be writing them down thinking, oh yeah, that's pretty good, I like that. My mom taught me about choice. She taught me about choices. She said, do I have to pull this car over? She taught me about wisdom. She said, and I quote, the older you get, the smarter I'll get. And lastly, my favorite one, she taught me about justice. One day you'll have kids, and they'll be just like you. Right? I like it. So, let's see, what else can we talk about? We can talk about how my wife, I've been married for almost 43 years now, right? Wow. And what has kept us together were the kids. At some point during our lives, the divorce word always comes up, right? So we never wanted to divorce because of the kids. Neither one of us wanted to take them. No, you get them. We'd sit in front of the judge. No, they're yours. I don't want the little bastards. You keep them. So that's what kept us together for 42 years. It's been a pretty good ride. She's been great. She deserves a medal for hanging out with me for so long and putting up with my crap. But, oh, I remember. So in the news over the past couple of years, there's been this thing about same-sex marriages. You guys heard about that? Same-sex marriages, yeah. I'm kind of for it. As I said, I've been married for 42 years, and it's been the same sex for that whole time. Same-sex marriage, yay! But she's trying to kill me, and she's trying to get away with it. And what I notice is she watches all those Dateline NBC things. You guys ever watch those, right? So she sits there and she takes notes. And I asked her one day, why are you taking notes? And she said, because I'm not going to make the same mistakes that those people make. They make stupid mistakes. They get caught. So she's been trying a lot of real creative things. Once she tried to lace green Jell-O with antifreeze. I caught on to that really quick. So she changed her tactics. She doesn't want to leave any evidence. She's going to make it look like it was suicide. So the other day I looked in the refrigerator, and on the shelf in the refrigerator was 3 pounds of bacon cooked on the plate. So just like a horse, if you put bacon in front of me, I'm going to keep eating it until I die. So she'll get away with the whole thing. It's amazing. So let's see what else. I think my time is just about up. But as you know, I'm trying to fund my comedy world tour, and the way I'm doing that is I'm selling merchandise. Every good entertainer always has merchandise, right? So I do have merchandise, and I'm going to be in the back of the room at the end of the show. I'll be selling my world tour T-shirts. Let me get this out. There is upside down. There is nothing on this T-shirt, but I do have Sharpies. We can put whatever you want on it. You know, I'll sign it, whatever you need. We also are selling CDs. They're blank. You put your own mix on there and sell them down on Fremont Street. And lastly, we have the collector's edition of Mr. Potato Head. He will be available in the back. All this merchandise, again, it goes to fund my world tour. Hopefully I'm going to make it to Barstow soon. But you can see me in the back. I'll sign up for you. We can talk. You can tell me comedy jokes, whatever you want. And if you're interested, they will be 1 for $5 or 3 for $20. And I appreciate your time. I've been Jack Spear on my world tour.
Thank you, Jack Spear, on your world tour. And Jack always comes with merch, which is great. And